Welcome agents, in yesterday's video I confirmed that we are going to be getting a standard, gold and ultimate edition of the Division 2 for pre-order, and I believe those pre-orders are now available for you to go and purchase if you wish to. Now, following on from that, I wanted to talk about two collector's editions of the Division 2 which have been confirmed on the Australia Ubisoft website, and I wanted to go over those with you today because they are very intriguing and very expensive. Hopefully you enjoy this one. If you do, drop a like. Let's get straight into it. Okay agents, so what you're seeing on screen right now is the Dark Zone Collector's Edition. I'm going to go over everything that you're going to be getting included with this. It looks really cool just from off the bat looking at it. You can see a figurine, the game, you can see some sort of Dark Zone maybe steelbook or some case, and then you can see some digital content on the right. I appreciate some of it's in French, but you get some idea. And a lot of this stuff will be included, certainly the digital content, in the gold edition of the Division 2, and you can check out all of that stuff in my video from yesterday. I'll leave a link down below. So let's actually go over what it says about the contents of the collector's edition. First off, you'll get to play the game 3 days in advance if you actually pick up this collector's edition, and you will get that with the gold edition and the ultimate edition as well. So you'll actually be able to get hold of the game and play it on March 12th, 2019 as opposed to March 15th. Now, we'll be doing another video about this aspect because a lot of people have been debating about this, whether this should be a pre-order bonus or not. And I want to give you guys my opinion in a different video, so we're just going to move on from that for now. Now, the physical contents we're going to be getting is the game, of course. We'll get a 30cm high action figure of the UB Collectibles line by Heather Ward, Tom Clancy's Special Agent, the Division 2. And if you have a look at the image here, you'll see it's a female shooting a flare, and she's obviously holding the chem launcher, which I believe is one of the new specialists within the Division 2, and it looks really cool. We'll also get the map of Washington DC with lots of useful information and all the secret spots previously identified by another special agent. So this map will obviously give you hints and tips as to where to find, weapons possibly, or secret stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to find, or certainly you'll probably find it eventually, but you wouldn't normally know exactly where that stuff is. So again, that's really cool. And this one is something I'm looking forward to, the lithograph booklet with a selection of exclusive lithographs that includes 20 of the best artworks from the game. I don't know how big these are, but I would really like to have those 20 best artworks from the game and just scatter them on my wall in my game room here. That'll be really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to getting that. And then also a record with a selection of the best songs from the soundtrack of the game. Now, if you never listened to the soundtrack of the game, probably because why would you, then I'd highly recommend doing it because the soundtrack of the game is actually really good. And you forget about that when you're shooting NPCs or shooting players. But if you are into your soundtracks of games, highly recommend checking it out, and I'm sure you probably have anyway. Now, moving on to the digital content, you will get the Secret Service pack Battle Worn, and the description says, do not get caught, try to stealthily move around and gather information useful to dismantle your enemies with your secret agent outfit, the skin for the M4A1 assault rifle, and the emote of the Secret Services. Does this hint that we are going to get sort of stealth mechanics in the Division 2? Possibly. And it's likely we are going to be getting the M4A1 assault rifle within the Division 2 as well. It wouldn't make sense that they would show a different, a weapon that's not in the game to highlight a skin. It's likely they would include a weapon that's already in the game with that skin to show off in the digital content. And then lastly, the Capitol Defender pack. It says protect Washington DC citizens using special equipment, using the Hazmat 2.0 uniform, and the legendary Lullaby Spaz 12 weapon. So they're calling this legendary. Yesterday in my other video about the gold edition and the ultimate edition, they actually called it an exotic. So I don't know at this point whether they're going to be called legendary or exotic within the Division 2. And it's funny that they have names. So this one's called Lullaby. So that's pretty cool, and I think that's quite unique as well. So really looking forward to that. So I have to say at this point, I mean, this costs 109, I believe it's USD or Australian dollars. So, it's not cheap, but I'm probably going to get it. I'll probably get the next one actually, which is the Phoenix Shield Edition, which we're going to go on to now. And this one's not cheap, guys. Moving on to the Phoenix Shield Edition, agents, and this is going to cost you $239.99 USD, I believe, or Australian dollars, I believe. And we're going to look over and see what we're going to get with this particular collector's edition. Now, this is about £120 or 120 US dollars more than the Dark Zone Edition. That's considerable, so we'll have to see what extra we're going to get with this. So, as you can see here under the contents of the Collector's Edition, we're going to be getting to play the game 3 days early, just like the Dark Zone Edition. We're going to get the game. We're going to get the action figure articulable in scale of 1 to 6 of the UB Collectibles line by Brian Johnson, our iconic agent in war equipment, which you'll see on screen now in a bigger size. And again, this looks really cool. It's obviously a lot bigger than the figurine from the Dark Zone Edition. That's probably why it's a lot more expensive. and I want both, so I'm probably going to pick up this and the Dark Zone edition, to be completely honest. Moving on, we get the Steelbook exclusively for the Ubisoft store with unique design. Now that's not something we got with the Dark Zone edition, and that's something I want. So yeah, that's really, really cool that you're going to be getting the Steelbook with this unique design for this collector's edition. We're going to be getting the map of Washington DC, the lithograph booklet, and the soundtrack of the game as well, just like the Dark Zone edition. But it appears there's a bit more here for the digital content. So we're going to be getting the Year 1 Pass that allows you to log in 7 days in advance to all content that will be released during the first year, including personalization items, additional tasks, and more. Now, I'm going to be covering this in another video because the additional task thing is something that people have queried, what that's going to be. And yeah, I did say before, this is similar to what other games have done. Although we're going to be getting the content free for the first year, this pass will allow you to play that content a week early. So that's what this pass is for. And it didn't mention this pass within the didn't actually mention this pass within the Dark Zone edition, so maybe it's not included in that one, and you'll have to actually pick up the Ultimate edition in order to get it. We'll have to wait and see. So moving on, we got the exclusive Elite Agent pack where it says fight the devastating AK-47 submachine gun with the Ruthless included in this edition only. The package also contains an additional storage space for your trip and a unique visual skill that will help you demonstrate your leadership on the battlefield. So I did mention in yesterday's video that the AK-47 will be coming back. It appears that we'll be going to be getting a variant, which is a submachine gun variant, as opposed to an assault rifle, and it's going to be called the Ruthless. And also it appears that the skill, the unique skill that we're going to be getting as part of this digital content is actually going to be a visual skill, which is really good because a lot of people have been worried that you're going to be getting an extra skill mod, so some extra, but this is just going to be visual. It's not going to make any difference on the game. So again, I expected that from Ubisoft. I didn't expect them to put stuff in which is going to be pay to win, or give people things that other people don't have unless it's visual. So I'm glad it's only a visual skill that we're going to be getting with that. Moving on, we got the Secret Service pack Battle Worn, exactly like the Dark Zone edition. We got the first Rescuer pack. It says the first to respond to your allies' calls and fight tirelessly to rescue Washington DC citizens with a special skin for your machine gun and your new first rescuer outfit. So again, that's a new pack that we're going to be getting. You'll be able to see it on screen now. The Capital Defender pack, which is protect Washington DC citizens using special equipment, including the Hazmat 2.0 uniform and the legendary Lullaby Spaz 12 weapon. Which, yeah, that's a little bit... We've had a bit of conflicting information here because in yesterday's video, they actually called the Spaz 12 an exotic weapon, whereas in this, they're calling it legendary. So I don't know if we're going to be getting both, if there is an exotic and a legendary, or it's just their way of saying exotic, they're calling it legendary. But it's cool that they're actually naming these weapons. We've got the Ruthless, and we know that at this point we've got the Lullaby as well. So we do know at this point we're going to get the Spaz 12, and we're going to get the AK-47 submachine gun as well. So as I said before, I'm probably going to want to pick up both, because I actually want both figurines for this. Kind of a waste of money, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe one of you guys want to pick me up the Dark Zone edition and I'll get the Phoenix Shield edition, who knows. Anyway, hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you're enjoying all of this information coming about the Division 2. I'm really excited to pick this game up, and I'm going to be a hypocrite here and say that I'm going to pick this up even though I wouldn't recommend anyone really pre-ordering games, but I am the biggest hypocrite ever, and I'm definitely going to be picking this one up, guys. I'm not proud to admit it, but in this one I'm going to have to. I love The Division. The Division, it's like my favourite game ever. I've put the most time in this game, and I cannot wait to get this. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do not hesitate to drop a like. It does help me out. Leave a comment down below, and until the next one, epic out.